Hey everybody, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Just kidding. It's me. Heads up, y'all. Before we dive into the episode, I just wanted to let you know we did have a couple of technical difficulties at the start of the pod. There's like a slight delay for the first 10 seconds, and my incredible intro was fully botched, rudely messed up by Riverside while I was introducing today's incredible guest, but we forged ahead. So, more about our guest. We have the first guest on the Not Aspirational reboot, my dear friend of the pod and host of the hit podcast Bitches Better, Raven James. She is a fellow Bravo pop culture lover. She's also a mom to quite literally the cutest baby I've ever seen. Shout out to Miles. And she is a fellow content creator. So we had a super fun, unhinged, bitchy conversation where we talked about everything. We talked about old jobs, some pop culture stuff, some TikTok stuff. It's a really cutesy episode, and I know you're going to love it. Really quick, don't forget to follow me on everything at Hannah Aaron Brown. Leave the podcast a rating and a review if you like it. Also, go ahead and give Raven a follow on Instagram at MainlyRaven. And listen to her podcast, Bitches Better. Leave it a rating and a review as well. Share all the podcasts and all the things with your friends. Okay, that's all for me. Let's dive in. Love you. Bye.
Oh my God. Hannah, holy shit. First of all, I'm honored. Not me being the first guest after the reboot.
No.
Thank
You're literally
you.
the first guest.
What an intro.
I'm so honored to have you here. And our group chat with Zell and our one-on-one chat stays spicy and fun. And I'm excited to bring that energy to the podcast.
Me too. Let's go.
First of all, how are you doing today?
Right now I'm doing great, but I gotta tell you, this morning, not great, honey. I don't know what happened. Like, I had a great weekend. I think I've just been doing too much. I don't love filling my days with activities and things to do and leaving the house, do this and run here and run there. And then having to do it with a baby too is just just a whole other level. So I'm just a little tired, and I didn't really have to go anywhere today. So I should have been more relaxed, but I woke up am I supposed to be doing something? And I've just been on edge. I don't know. Can't explain it.
That is the worst. No, that is literally the worst. And I never even thought about this because I don't like to fill up my days either. But the thought of packing up the world's cutest baby Miles, taking him everywhere you go, then you're being stopped during your errands because everyone wants to say hi to the cutest baby in the world. And you're like, love that for Miles, love that for me. However, I do want to go home. I've already had to pack up the car seat, the stroller, the this and that.
It's a lot. Yes.
It's a lot.
Yes. And you know what's funny? I said, I knew this would happen to me because I'm not super outgoing. I'm from the South, so I'm going to say hi to everyone. But as far as striking up a conversation, I'm not going to start that. I will have it because I have manners. But I was I'm going to have one of those kids that just talks to everyone. I just know it. So I'm going to have to speak to these people. And Miles obviously can't talk yet, but he is always smiling and laughing and looking at people. So it begins.
And so it fucking begins because he's probably waving at people and they're like, who is this? And you're like,
yes.
Oh,
how old? I'm like, oh my God, I'm 35. Okay. No. Oh, not me. Him. Okay.
35. I think about this too. When I think about having kids, what I'm not looking forward to is having to strike up conversations with other moms.
Oh my God.
Just because we both made this life decision doesn't mean we have to be friends.
No, and that doesn't mean I'm automatically going to like you just because we're moms and our kids are here in the same place, going to a playground or something. or like a, I don't know yet. Listen, I just started this. So I don't even know what the moms do. They take them to the little like music classes and stuff. Like, I just want to hang out with my baby. I'm not here to make friends. Okay.
Speaking of not wanting to fill your days with a lot of stuff, I feel like before we got on the call, I told you I was like mid crash out, and I'm having one of those days where just like everything's pissing me off. And I'm having one of those days where I had like a lot of work calls in a row, and then I have to like make a bunch of appointments, like doctor's appointments. I have to cancel a bunch of other appointments, and just like and then I had to like figure out these like returns, because like I got Jake a pair of shoes for his birthday, but they were too small, and I got a pair of jeans from Zara that were too big, and Zara makes it impossible to do anything. I don't know how they're still in business. And so it was just a lot of logistics that I was managing and figuring out, and it put me in the worst mood, and I'm PMSing, I think. Like, I'm supposed to get my period next week. And so like Jake was taping something up, and like the volume of the tape as he ripped it off the roll like pissed me off. Like it's one of those moods. Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, how dare you? And I literally told him, I was like, stay away from me. Like, I'm not safe today.
This is not a safe space for you, honey. You got to get out.
No.
And you got to shut up.
No, literally. And then I put my hair in this dumbass ponytail, and I saw a bunch of grays like sticking out. And I was like, oh my God, I actually can't mentally and emotionally process this today. Like my gray streak that you can now see in my ponytail.
I can't see it, but I know what you're talking about, because I have new ones popping up like right here too. Why is it always in the front?
Literally, why isn't it underneath in the back?
Could even be in the middle in the back somewhere. I don't care, but like right here, are you kidding me?
How dare you? And the fact that we're both content creators, the amount of stress that causes, it's like, I'm going to go fully gray by like 40.
Let me ask you something. Speaking of creating content, do you, this is so stupid, but it's real. I think when I am about to post something, I mean, after I post it, the anxiety is like ridiculous. I'm sure my pulse is just like going through the roof, and I'm like, I am not okay. Why is this happening? Like, just relax. It's just a post, but like, it's not. I post something on Threads, and I'm like, I can't breathe.
That's so true. And I feel like for some reason, like for me mentally, when I post in stories, I don't have any of that anxiety. I'm like, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
But something about posting like in feed, I'm like,
because it's going to stay there, right? That's probably what it is. Same.
If you take it down, like there might be like, you know, like someone could notice and be like, oh, I wonder why she took that down. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like there's more to hang on to and observe. I'm also still, or perhaps again, shadow banned on TikTok. So that's been also frustrating.
I don't even know what to, like, now I'm getting mad because it's just not fair. I see so much foolishness, so many things that are like actually offensive, and I feel like illegal ? Inappropriate. Like, surely this goes against the guidelines. Like, actually, it's dangerous content, and it's fine, and it's doing numbers. It's like, oh, okay, perfect, love that.
God forbid a woman's a little bit of a bitch sometimes.
God forbid. God forbid. You know, what you said something the other day in the chat that was so good. You were like, God forbid a woman like give her opinion without like dipping it in candy coating or something like that. And I was like, that is so true. Because they can't handle it.
Like, also, it's like, maybe I wouldn't be a bitch if you didn't give me something to react to. I'm not just like a bitch for fun. I have an emotional response to stimuli, to the world around me. And like, to ask a woman to like be nice in her reaction to something that upsets her is like so misogynistic. And like the fact that it's primarily other women on the internet being like, whoa girl, this is an aggressive take. I'm like, I am mad.
Right. I don't fucking care that you don't like it. Okay. You brought us here. This is your doing. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't like the men of Summer House brought us here.
Yeah.
Now we're both
Speaking
upset.
Of which, now we're both upset. And how about that? I wanted to ask you too. Okay. Couple things. First of all, Did you know that on the iPhone now, you can schedule text messages?
No. What? How do you do that? Wait a minute.
You can schedule it like an email.
This feels dangerous.
I know.
Why would one schedule? I'm trying to think of a scenario in which I would want to do that. Like if I need to send my husband a text, like, you didn't take the trash out when I said it, but I don't want that to be the first text that I send him in the day. And I'm like, just gonna make it seem like it's random. Yeah. 11:35 a.m. sounds good. Well,
yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah, it's just a random enough time where you're like, yeah, he'll never catch on that I scheduled this.
11:37. Yeah.
11:37 to be safe. I feel like the only time I could think of potentially using it would be two things. Either I have to send a text that I really don't want to send. Like if it's like a tough text that I have to send, let's say I'm in like a friendship ending fight and I have to send a text that I have put through my notes app like and ChatGPT like 17 times. And I'm finally like, okay, I'm going to send it. I would probably schedule it so that I could just forget when it was going out because like once it's done, it's done. You know what I mean?
I'm getting anxiety just from the hypothetical situation here.
I know. But also I've like anyone I've had that situation with, scheduling texts aside, I've never like ended the friendship and been like, whoa, I fumbled that. Like I really should still be friends with that person. It's always like, no, that was for the best.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
And you're like hoping they don't respond.
Yes, you're like hoping they don't respond. I always have to like stop myself from just like immediately blocking because I think that's kind of like lame to be like, I'm going to send this like really intense text and then make sure that you can't get a hold. Like that's lame. Like you got to see it through. Or I could see myself scheduling a happy birthday text, but I think that's also kind of sad because it's like, don't you want the person to know that you thought of them? And they won't know either way, but like I'll know, and that won't sit well in my spirit.
Yes, but okay. Probably this is going to sound bad. For certain people.
Yes.
There's some birthdays I'm not going to forget, but like sometimes the day gets away from you, you know? It just does. So
true.
I like that idea. I might do that.
You should. Because they won't know.
They won't. I hope they don't listen to this.
No, they won't. No, you would be shocked how low my listenership is. I mean, maybe you wouldn't be shocked. I don't know. I'm literally like production company, where, when. It's not going to happen at this rate, but that's okay. Hey, if you guys are liking the podcast, send it to a friend.
Stop it, Hannah. I'm sure your numbers are great. I'm going to send it to my family now. I don't care. You want the happy birthday text or not?
Okay. Also, speaking of texting, have you seen the viral TikTok series, The Group Chat?
No. What is this?
Raven, this is crazy.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Some of the most genius content I've ever seen. This girl already had like a decent following. I think a couple days ago she was at like 850,000. She's since like surpassed 1 million followers.
Well, that is a lot. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. Must be freaking nice.
Can't relate.
I can't relate. Must be nice. She's a Gen Z content creator who like does a lot of like sketch type stuff, like character work. And she created this series called The Group Chat. And she's releasing it like a TV show, like in episodes, where it's like part 5 comes out tomorrow. And she'll like end an episode like on a cliffhanger. But the premise of the show, if you will, is it's, I think, 5 girls in a group chat. She plays all of them. And they're all planning a girls' dinner. And then one of them's like, hey, can I bring my boyfriend Justin? Like, he's really going through it. He needs to come.
Oh, God.
And so they're all like, oh, this is so annoying. And so it's like she's acting out like what they say to her. And then they're like side conversations. And then 2 of them are roommates. So they're like in the bedroom, like talking about it. And they're like, oh my God, did you just see that text in the group chat? Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I love that.
It's so fucking good. And like celebrities are like invested, being like, when does part 5 drop? Like, I need to know what happens, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's so well done.
Oh my God. It's like who the fuck did I marry? You have to send this to me. I don't see TikToks unless you send them to me.
That's good to know.
That sounded so old of me, but I mean,
no, it sounds like you live a healthy, balanced life.
No, that's the thing about it.
But you watch TV shows, like You're caught up on TV in a way that I'm not, because I don't have the attention span for TV. Like, I'm like mentally fried. I can only handle like 2-minute TikToks on 2 times speed. Like, I'm truly fucked.
Okay, that's
I'm
what
cooked.
it is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You're an
not
adult.
a healthy balance. No.
But this made me think about the question. Do you think boyfriends or husbands should be allowed at like a girls' group dinner?
No, come on. No. That is the quickest way to piss me off. My face dropped when you said that in her little hypothetical situation. Like, no. That is so you've
annoying.
No self-awareness. Like, why would you want him to be here? It just and he could be lovely, but it changes the vibe. Completely. This is supposed to be the girls. Now we can't talk about him or any of our boyfriends, really.
Yes.
So, ew, I hate that. Do not do this, ladies. Do not.
Yeah. We don't want him to come to the girls' dinner. Also, like, when a girls' dinner makes it out of the group chat and like everyone like has the date locked in, everyone has the night off. Like, at our age, it's like people are getting babysitters. Like, a lot of logistics have to be worked out for this dinner to happen.
Yes.
And we usually plan it like a month in advance for that very reason. And then you're going to tell me like 2 hours before the dinner, like as I'm like getting ready, like, oh, and also like, is it okay if my significant other comes? And then when you position it as a question like that, then I'm the bitch if I say, actually, it's not okay. And I've been that friend before where I've had friends like, I don't like a bait and switch with plans. I don't like when a certain evening is presented to me and then at the last minute they're like, oh, and my other friend's coming that you've never met before, but you'll get along great. I don't want to meet your other friend. I don't want to ask them what they do for a living. Now it becomes about me making your other friend comfortable when you and I have not hung out in 6 months and I wanted to catch up with you. But now I'm the bitch if I say it's not okay. I do it anyway, but like it's uncomfortable after that, then I'm the bitch.
Because why did you put me in that position? Hannah, the last time that happened to me, I didn't go. I remember it happening. I was like really excited to hang out with this friend. And then she was like, oh yeah, so-and-so's going to come and so-and-so's going to come. And I'm like, okay, that is not what I agreed to. I even called my mom. I was like, I'm really upset actually. And I don't want to go to this. And I flaked. Yes. I did. I was like, no, I can't make it again. Sorry. You've got other plans. I mean, well, it's not like she wasn't going to be able to do the dinner, the hangout, whatever it was, because she's invited all these other fucking people at this point. So I'm like, I don't really feel bad. Hopefully I'll see you the next time. But
catch you another time.
They're not my friends. And it comes from a good place, right? They're like, the more the merrier or whatever, but
no,
I'm not one of those people. And
I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. And if she knows that, like, that's even more annoying. Because the other thing, too, is it's like, now we're adding in, like, a wild card energy. Like, we're adding in an energy that was not accounted for when this group was put together. Yeah. And whether the group is, like, me and one other friend, or if it's a girls' dinner of, like, 5 people, the second you throw in another energy that was not involved in the planning, like you said, it changes the whole dynamic. And it's like, if I'm looking forward to a hang and it's going to be this like mental vacation that I get to take with my gal pal, and now you're asking me to like be on in any way with someone that I'm not as like comfortable with or who I don't even know, like, I actually think that is so selfish and honestly like downright diabolical.
It's rude because I wasn't going to agree to these plans if they were invited in the first place. Because that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah. I don't like it. I
didn't consent to that. Or the other thing that pisses me off, not as much, but like kind of, is when the night is figured out and it's like, we're going to go to dinner here. We're going to get a nightcap here. My outfit is planned in my head. Okay. The night is laid out. And then they're like, actually, can we just like go to this place instead? And it's like, the vibes are not the same. It's like when you're looking forward to going to a vibey dinner and then they're like, let's actually go to like this other place. You're like, that's not the night that I was looking forward to since Monday.
Because I've looked at the menu. I know what I want to eat and drink.
Yes.
Like, that is so real. I feel like people joke about it, but it's for real. At least for me. checked
It's
out the parking
serious.
situation. I've mentally prepared for this. And now you're like, oh, this other place. Well, I don't want to go. Like, if we make a plan, just keep the plans to what we agreed to in the beginning. And if you
Yes.
don't, then you can count me out. And if that makes me a bitch, I'm fine. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. Then I guess I'm a bitch. And one might say that bitch is, in fact, better.
Period.
Also, how do you feel about people? Because there's a part in the group chat, spoiler alert, where one of them like leaves the group chat, like passive aggressively. How do you feel? How do you feel about people leaving group chats? This is a two-pronged question. One, like when it's unannounced and clearly they're trying to get a reaction. Or two, when they like announce it and they're like, this is no longer healthy for me and I will be leaving.
That just reminded me of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives when you left the group chat and everyone was, she's like, but no one said anything. And they were like, did you leave the group chat for attention because you wanted to see? And she's like, no, but I'm just saying, nobody reached out to me. So that was weird. It's like, okay, so yes.
So you wanted attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it made me laugh because I've left a group chat. It was like a whole dramatic thing. This was a family one with my first cousins. There's 11 of us. Ooh. And they just, it's fine if we have something to talk about, but like in every morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, every morning. And then like just, So I'm like, can we not use this chat for that? And when I was like arguing with my cousin, I was like, I'm out of here. I exited the group chat. I think this is so ridiculous. Like it was Hannah, things got very intense. We're fine now, obviously. We're family, we love each other, but it was so stupid. So I've left a group chat in a dramatic fashion. Now, with my friends, I don't think that's happened. But what do I think about, what was the other question? If they leave without saying anything?
Announcing your departure versus passive aggressively departing the group chat.
The announcement's annoying because it's like, okay, what am I supposed to say? You say travels. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say travel safe.
And you're going to do like an exit survey? Like, why are you leaving? That's what you want? What do you want here? Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I guess I'll fuck off then. Yeah.
Goodbye now. I once announced that I was leaving. It was a work group chat, and I worked at this now defunct West Hollywood spin place called Cycle House. And I will name them because A, I didn't sign anything, and B, they've all closed. So it was a very toxic work environment. I think if you worked at Cycle House and you had a good time, you were probably a bully, and I will stand on that. So I worked there once, quit, then came back, and then I don't really know why. I think I was just like down bad and wanted like money and something to do.
Fair.
And then after like a month, I was like, wait, this is toxic. I should have listened to myself the first time and just stayed the fuck away. So then I quit again, and I just like said it to the work group chat, like, hey guys, like I'm quitting again, but thank you all for everything.
Was it like a 2 weeks, or you were just like, you were at work that day and you were like, I don't see this for myself past today. Tick, tick, tick,
I think I put in my 2 weeks, but I didn't tell anyone about it because I like didn't really like anyone I worked with, and I don't think they really liked me that much. Like there were a couple people that like I rode hard for, but like the majority, like I don't think really fucked with me at that point, and I thought they were rude and annoying. So I was like, well, I tried to keep it classy, mainly because I didn't want them to think that it was me being dramatic if I just left the chat, given that we all worked together. Yeah. So I was just like, hey, thank you all for everything. Like, not going to work out, but like, I really appreciate all your hard work. And this one guy who worked there sent me a GIF of someone like going like this, like looking annoyed and like shooing someone away. And then I left.
You.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so rude. What is wrong? What is wrong with people? When you could have just said nothing.
Yeah. You could have literally said nothing and I would have just left. But he needed to know that none of them he needed me to know that none of them liked me and that he was looking forward to me leaving.
Ew. See, that's why you don't, I was about to give really bad advice. I won't do that. That is why from ages like 16 to 21, I would just leave jobs without a word. Don't do this.
I love that.
My first job was at Limited too. I did like quit the right way from there why did I leave? My mom made me stop working for a while because my grades were bad. And by the time I went back to work, none of my friends were there. And I was like, what's the point? I went over to American Eagle. Yeah. And I was just bouncing around the town center. I worked everywhere. My mom was like, you can't keep doing this. I was like, why not? I keep getting another job.
You said, watch me. I look cute in all the clothes at the local town center.
What's the issue? Yeah. So sometimes the vibes are off. You just leave without a word. Let them wonder.
There was one time in LA, I worked at a salon as a receptionist, and like my boss started just getting like so mad at me for like really unhinged reasons where like I would start sweeping and she would be like, you only started sweeping because you saw me sweeping. Like she would get mad at me about like fucking anything and everything. And I eventually was like, girl, I am going to go. I was like, I don't think I'm a good fit for this job. And she goes, well, I hope you can find a place that's a better fit for you. And I'm like, I'm sure I fucking will.
You only started sweeping because you saw you sweep. Do you want the floor to get swept or not?
Literally, I was like, but you literally have told me that I'm not sweeping enough. And then when I try to sweep, you get mad at me about like why I'm sweeping. Like that sounds like so a you funny. Problem.
Oh my God. People are so crazy. Why are you yelling at me for working?
And like I think thought that it was like me being performative because like I wasn't the best at that job. But I'm like, I'm so sorry that like this minimum wage receptionist job in Studio City like is not my like life's passion. And like, God forbid I send a text on the clock every now and then. Like, I'm so sorry.
Right. I don't care. You're barely paying me to be here. What do you want from me?
Yes. Like I'm paying to be here at this point. Like, get out of town. Also, tell me why a salon that has 12 stylists and a busy phone line during the holiday season, like, tell me why they only have one receptionist on at a time when it was also my job to go to the back with a key and pull down the color for any stylist that needed it. So, mind you, I'm checking people in and out. I'm pulling down color because for some reason that's my job. And then I'm picking up the phone and they're like, you're bad at this job. I'm like, who would be good at this job?
You know what that makes me think of? You know that game that everyone was playing for a while and they're like, don't play this if you don't want to like break up your marriage or your family. It's like some cooking video game where like they have like the people, you are supposed to be flipping the pancakes and this person's supposed to be like taking the plates to the tables, and it gets really intense. You know, because whoever's the chef or whatever. I mean, basically like The Bear. Think about that in video game form. It's just a little cartoon video game. It's so silly. But I see all these videos of these people like, pick it up, bitch! We gotta go! I just pictured that. Like you scurrying all over the salon, like doing this and doing that. That's ridiculous. That's the thing. They don't want to pay people and they want to put like 3 jobs into one and not even pay enough for one job. Well, it's like,
and then we'd get like a shipment of product.
Harder?
Yeah. I'm like, because I'm not an octopus. We would get like a shipment of product and they would be like, okay, you have to take all the other product down, dust the shelves, dust off all the product, put the new product up. Meanwhile, phone ringing, people coming in and out. I have to get the color down. I'm like, you fucking get your color down. And then someone will call and be like, can you appoint me with this person? And I'm like, no, they're fully booked. And you're like, no, you need to talk to them personally because I know they're going to fit me in. And they always would. And I would like look at the stylist and be like, why are you enabling this behavior? This person is an entitled monster. And they're like, oh my God, she's my favorite client. And I'm like, oh, she is.
That's so annoying. They're just not like, Cinderella. Like, no. I'm not. No, I'm out of here. No.
And you worked in hospitality, like in hotels for a long time. I don't know how, we've talked about this. I don't know how you did that.
I don't know how I did it either. And you know what's so stupid? It's one of those things. It's like I needed a job and then I got the job at the front desk and next thing you know, I'm just working in fucking hotels for 10 years. I was like the front desk. I was like, oh, hell no. Let's try sales. That wasn't any better. God. Jesus Christ.
You know why? Because jobs suck. Awful.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Oh.
Yeah. And then even if you're not working in like a service position anymore, there's still going to be people at your job that try to make you feel like you work for them. And it's like, you're not my manager.
Oh my God. Those people are just, ugh. Why are you taking this so seriously? And number two, why are you speaking to me? It's one of those people that like takes they're like, my title is this and that. Girl, nobody cares about that. I don't care what my title is ever. What does my paycheck look like? I'm not here for fun or to impress you or anybody who asks me what I do for a living. I don't give a shit. Okay?
Yeah. You think I want to update my LinkedIn and be like, I'm pleased to announce I have been promoted to VP of Operations. I don't give
even
a fuck.
Have a LinkedIn, Hannah. And let me tell you, I didn't have one. And then at my, when I was working at Marriott as a sales manager, my director of sales, she was so obnoxious. I don't know how we got on the subject, but she was like, it's going to help your sales if you have a LinkedIn. And she was like there was 4 of us on the team. She's like making us pull it up and show it to her. And she's like, Raven, I was like, I don't have one. And she's like, well, you need to go home and make one. I was like, sure. I'm not doing that. And if I wanted to have one, I would have had it. I don't remember what my reasons were. I think I was just like, I'm not creating another thing. You're going to take this resume or you're not. Okay.
Yeah.
And she kept asking like weeks on end. And I'm just like, you are going to get to know me. And this has nothing to do with my job. So I'm not doing that. And you're not going to bully me into it, sweetie. What else do you need? And I still don't have one to this day.
I love that. I love that you stood in your power. You said, no, I'm not doing the LinkedIn thing. It's literally just Facebook for jobs. And what's the fun in that?
Yeah. You didn't tell me like how this is going to help me. So, and again, just finding jobs just fine without it.
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah. One thing about me, I'm not going to do nothing I don't want to do. Ask my mom.
And I admire that so much. I'm like trying to break free from that, but it's scary.
I can get a little extreme with it sometimes. I could pull back a little bit, you know? So we both need to just like meet in the middle, you know?
Yes. Also, did you see that TikTok I sent you and Zell of the girl pushing the other girl into the pool?
Yes.
Okay. So for those of you who have not seen this TikTok, it has like 2 million views at this point. It's this girl like shaking her ass next to a pool, and her and her friends are dancing together, and then her friend just like grabs her and pushes her in the pool, and the girl comes out of the water like fully crying, like really embarrassed, and you hear this guy in the background being like, you're not shit to the friend who like threw her friend into the pool. And I don't think I have been that angry watching something in a honestly since Summer House last week.
It's been a really long it was just last week, but anyway.
I can't think of anything meaner. Like, it's so mean.
That's not your friend, because this was not that type of pool party.
No one was in the pool.
No one was in the pool. And actually, don't throw me in the pool anyway. I don't care if it is that kind of pool party. I don't like that. It's just, like, she's not your friend. She's a hater. What is wrong with you? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I probably would have like slapped that girl in the face. I'm not kidding. Like, I don't know how that other girl like didn't get violent.
Me either. Should at least throw her ass in the pool. Somebody's going back into this pool. This is ridiculous. What is wrong with people?
That's a good question. It's a big question, but an important one.
It is. It's too big of a question. I'm sorry. But
I know.
Because you know that girl's going to be like, she's just playing around. Well, why didn't you jump into the pool if you were feeling so playful? I didn't ask for that.
If you have a floppy air quote friend who is making jokes at your expense, that is an op. That is not a friend. Like, that is a dangerous individual. It is not fucking normal to be hanging out with your friends and try to make them feel insecure or stupid or embarrassed. Like, that is not normal behavior.
She's one of those friends that, like, if you have something exciting going on and you like share the news, they like start being weird about it, being negative about it. One of those that is or dark-sided.
Or I remember in my single days, like, I had friends who, like, I would be like, oh, like, so-and-so asked me out. And they'd be like, oh, he asked me out too, but I said no. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, why did you say that?
Yeah, like,
you're trying to make me feel weird. Like, oh, you got him first, you win. Like, they're in a competition with you, and you don't even know it. And you, like, also are not competing. So there's that. It's like, okay,
100%.
Weirdo.
Or if you have a friend that's like, you know what would look so good if you, like, chopped your hair off. I had a friend who told me I looked good blonde for years. And then when I finally dyed my hair dark, I was like, were you sabotaging me?
What was that?
Why'd you tell me I looked good blonde when, like, I literally look so much better as a brunette? Like, how fucking dare you?
Number one, I need to see those photos. Number two, she's Regina George. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know what looks so good? If you chopped your hair into a pixie cut. Like, can you imagine?
No. Same would go for me. Like, no, I wouldn't. Why would you say that to me? I would look ridiculous.
Don't lie to my face.
Oh my God.
Don't lie to my face. If
you give really bad advice.
Yeah, terrible advice. Like, cool. Now I know not to listen to any advice you ever give me ever again about anything. Did you see? This is just me asking you about shit I saw on TikTok because I'm an intellectual. Did you see the drama with this New York-based South Indian restaurant called Semma?
No, tell me about it.
Okay, there's this account called the VIP list, and they are these two like really fucking annoying girls who like go to dinner in New York. Can I just play you what they sound like? Because it sounds like a joke.
Please.
And it's like, how would someone voluntarily follow these people?
Do they have a lot of followers?
Shrimp tasted like the chicken. Every entree was drowned in this mystery sauce.
And I almost, they have like 436,000 followers, and they go to these New York restaurants and they're like, so what is the scoop on Carbone? We went to Carbone and got the meatballs, and honestly, they are as good as people say. So
I would rather listen to Bethany Frankel.
And that's saying something.
Yes.
Dior bags.
Oh my God.
Cottage cheese. Makeup. So these girls go to this South Indian restaurant called Semma, and they like shit all over it. They're like, wait, what did they say? They said, this is why I've lost faith in the Michelin system. I could name 15 better Indian restaurants right now, including the biryani cart outside of my apartment. And everyone in the comments are like, okay, that's not how you pronounce biryani. And also then Padma Lakshmi makes a video being like, that restaurant's not fucking for you. So like, don't shit on South Indian cuisine. Like, you're fucked up for that. And
they got Padma's beautiful ass coming after them.
She's like, I don't really come on here a lot, but I just want to say, and she like dragged them. Everyone's like, get him, Padma. And then these girls double down. They go to an Italian restaurant and they're like, so as not to offend everyone, we are now taking Italian lessons, and we very much enjoyed our mustacholi. And they were like mocking everyone for saying that they pronounced these like South Indian dishes wrong by like doubling down. And I was like, I don't know how you sleep at night.
The internet is actually such a stupid place because
it's rancid.
Girls, what is going on? Between the two of you, you said there's two of them, right?
Two of them.
Between the two of you, no one was like, maybe we don't do this. They were
I don't know about this
no,
video.
yeah, absolutely. This is gonna really get them. They're gonna be like, haha, yeah, they have a point. No, girl, delete it. Well, it's too late now.
Delete it. And like,
You
also,
should have left
it's
it
like,
in the drafts.
should have left it in the draft. Some things should just stay in the drafts and move to the trash. I also like, I don't know if they're like trying to rage bait people for engagement, but I hate when people do that. I think it's annoying.
Me too. It's actually an epidemic.
Yes.
Like people are absolutely doing that and knowing like, I don't know how it works on TikTok, what you just get more views and more comments and stuff. So you make more money that way. And like the creator things, like the bonuses on Instagram and Threads, and people just like, they just say whatever. And I'm like, I'm just going to block you. I don't want to see any more foolishness. I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to share it. If I do, I'm going to take a screenshot, send it to my group chat. But you're not getting anything from me. Mm-mm.
No, I
hate it.
It annoys me so much. I don't know. I just think it's like a cheap way to get engagement. And
it is. It's either that or posting the thing that's like, that wasn't original at all. You know, people are going to like it. You didn't put any thought or anything into this. Like, it's lazy.
It's lazy.
I don't like it, you know?
I don't either. I remember when I used to make content, people saw it back before West and Jesse got me shadow banned. It was a special time
when
in my life.
People saw it.
I posted 3 times today. I think I have a total of like 500 views. I'm like, that's so awesome.
Is there like okay, well I can ask you that later if you like.
No, you can. It's okay.
How long does that last?
I don't know.
Oh no. And you don't get any messages or anything like, hey, you're in trouble. You shouldn't have posted this.
No.
So now you're in jail and you can get out on this date. Like, no. Remember when there used to be like Twitter jail?
Yes. There's no like Hillary Duff being like, you shouldn't say that. That's messed up. Hey, you shouldn't say that.
That's so annoying because you want to keep posting, but you're like, no one's seeing this.
What the fuck is the point? What?
That's how I felt this morning. That was also, not to change the subject, part of my weird mood. I don't know why I just was waking up and I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this podcast? Who's listening to this? Who cares? I could just quit. Mm-hmm. I was doing one of those things because you know I'll quit.
I love when you do that.
I don't. I'm really trying to stop doing that. But I was like, what's the point? Where is this going? Like, you know, I was having one of those moments. Mm-hmm. So
100%.
I came out of it.
Sometimes first of all, good for you, because those moods can be hard to get out of. Like sometimes I'll stay in those moods for like a solid 5 business days and I'm like,
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And again, like heaven help anyone who must cross my path, because it's just like a dark and stormy kind of vibe.
Yeah. Don't come over here. Uh-huh.
Yeah, literally don't. And you know, like we've talked about this, I don't like an Eeyore like negative person. Like it pisses me off, but sometimes I do get in those moods, especially with career stuff where I'm like, what the fuck is even the point? And like, then I'll, you know, it's like always when you're already in that mood where then you get on Instagram and you see someone whose career you admire, like fucking killing it, like announcing something cool. Like I'm going on a 60 city tour and you're like, cool. I'm going to fling myself off a building.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, it's like some fucked up test from the universe. Honestly.
It's enough testing, you know? What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
I'm doing my best, but I'm about to stop. Okay. It's going to get real mediocre over here.
Hello. Real mediocre, real quick, sweetie. My last segment before I let you go is I last week was talking about things that annoy me, and I realized I was saying the term grow up a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's like, I've been feeling that way about a lot of things where I'm just like, ugh, grow up. And I have fun saying it and I think it's funny. So I want to lean in further. Yes. And every week I want to bring something to the podcast. This might only last this week. I really don't know, that I think people need to grow up about. And so I'm going to tell you what I think people need to grow up about. And I want your thoughts.
Yes. Hit me.
Okay. Over sexualizing when you order a dirty martini. Grow up. Inspired by Lexi Wood.
Are you a 14-year-old boy? What is wrong with you? Extra dirty, filthy. Yeah. What is wrong with you? Just order the drink.
Order the fucking drink.
You're making the waiter uncomfortable. The poor server's like, okay.
Imagine that server having to wait on Lexi and Jesse Solomon while they act that way. And then she's ordering, she's like, a dirty, filthy, slutty martini. And then Jesse's like, oh boy.
Yes, he's like, with his big ass. Like, oh my God. What is wrong with y'all? Literally grow up. How old are we? Girl, you got him, okay? You don't need to do this. Is this how you flirt? I can't. Ooh, I hate it. I hate it. Ugh,
no,
yuck.
same. I feel like I've seen like hot girls online be like, I want to face fuck this chocolate lava cake. It's so fucking good. And I'm like, I just don't think we need to be sexualizing food. And I'm not trying to sound like a church marm. Like, truly, I just think it's kind of juvenile and I don't think it's funny. I think it's like low hanging comedic fruit.
And you sound stupid. What?
It's like, I want to sit on this spaghetti's face. It's like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Just eat. Just order and eat.
Just eat the food. Can you not be like, wow, this looks delicious? What's wrong with that?
Divine.
It looks so good. Oh my God, I'm so excited to eat it. Oh my God, I'm about to come. Like, what is wrong with you? Ew.
That is so good. I just fucking climax. You guys. It's like, oh my God. That's what those VIP list girls, that's how they talk when they eat, those girls from TikTok.
100%. I could tell from the 2 seconds I heard them. I can totally tell that. Oh my, I didn't mean to shout at you, but it was just awful. It really was.
No.
I hated it.
It warranted you shouting.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm so happy you said that because I rolled my eyes. I'm really trying with Lexi because deep down, I do think she probably is a nice girl, but she is really working my nerves. And that did not help. You gotta grow up. Filthy. Yeah. Ew. Yeah.
I said, just enough, babe.
Be an adult. Okay. Order the drink.
Yeah. I'm like, you're already wearing like a bra and underwear as an outfit, which like usual. More power to you. Yeah, more power to you. But it's like, we get it. Like, you're sexy. You like being sexy. Mm-hmm. Cool. Be sexy. Like, own that you are a sexy woman and you feel sexy. That's totally fine. We don't need to put a hat on a hat. We don't need to do all this whole song and dance with the martini. We understand you're sexy. It's okay. Got it.
Yes.
It's
good. We don't need to put
enjoy
a hat
your
on
drink.
That. That's so good. Yes. Quietly, please. No more sexual comments about the drink. All right.
Yeah. And Jesse Solomon, there's the door to hell. And you can just follow the signs straight down. Just keep going down the stairs. You'll hit it eventually. And
you'll know when you get there.
Yeah, it's a one-way ticket and you don't get to leave.
And that's that.
And that's that. Raven, this was such a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Will you please tell my listener, oh my God, please come back anytime, every time. Will you tell my listeners where they can follow you?
Yes. So you can listen to my podcast, Bitches Better, anywhere you listen to Not Aspirational with Hannah Aaron Brown. And you can follow me on Instagram and Threads at Bitches Better Podcast.
Yay! Thank you so much, Raven. You guys, if you love the podcast, leave a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts. Share it with a friend. Post it to your Instagram. Do all the things. Listen to Bitches Better. It's one of my favorite shows. And leave Bitches Better a rating and a review too. And circulate it to your friend groups. Drop it in your group chats while you're planning your girls' dinner that you're not going to invite your significant other to. And we love y'all. And I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.